name is Grace Junn. I am a mother, wife, dance instructor, professor, choreographer, dancer. I started dancing very late in life. I didn't start technically training until I went to college, but I've always danced. Hip hop was always, maybe not always a part of my life, but in junior high, I met a woman, we were 7th grade, and she introduced me to some music of hip hop culture, and I think just being in America, we were exposed to it, and I fell in love with the message, the way that I felt empowered when I danced.
When the la-la hits your lyrics, just split your head so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you. Format bent you, back through that maze I sent you. Talking to the rap inventor, nigga with the game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name.
I have always wanted to be a teacher. I feel like that was a calling for me, much early on in life. I don't know. I mean, I loved teaching dance, and I love teaching hip hop specifically. Like we were saying earlier, there's such a power to it. Being an Asian American female in America, and perhaps outside of America too, there are stereotypes, right? In terms of being demure, being submissive, and I was never those things. I was very outspoken. I did what I wanted to do, and I think that's why hip hop spoke to me, because it was a place where I could really feel like myself and express myself.
I'm going back to Cali, Cali, Cali. 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 If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the west. See some nice breasts in the west, smoke some nice sets in the west. Y'all niggas is a mess, thinking I'm gonna stop giving LA props. All I got is beef with those that violate me. I shall annihilate thee.
Hip hop is innately powerful in its activism, and it's youth speaking out, wanting to be heard. And I think we forget that when we tap into the more mainstream or commercial side. We forget the power of it. It becomes about showing and more of an external thing, as opposed to youth really coming together and explaining or just voicing the frustrations they have, being unhappy with the situation or being happy with their situation, right? I really do feel like it's a vehicle for change, for people to get in touch with themselves, and that's what I tried to talk about in the early stages of hip hop, like what it was, like any form of youth culture.
I see Dr. Grace as a very respectable person to me. She's amazing. She's more than an instructor to me. She's kind of like family, I want to say. Yeah, she's touched a lot of people's hearts, and her words are very powerful. And she's inspired me to keep on dancing. I would tell her she's amazing. Like, thank you for reaching out to me, for having me in your class.
She's way more than just a teacher, and because she's there for more than just dance, and she realized that there was a need, and she felt like she could fill it, and she did, you know, for a lot of us. She was there at the right time to be like, you know, well, look at it this way, or maybe you want to, you know, options. I don't just like Grace, and I don't just care for her. I really love Grace. I really do, with all of my heart. She's one of the people in my life that I'm just like, man, I would not be this person if you weren't in my life. Like, I kind of feel like I'm in debt a little bit to her because she's so great. So I feel like it's my duty to be that for someone else because someone was that for me, and you know, she set that example.
Beat fella.